And now, Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger, and I have another interesting true story for you about the historic Death Valley country. Funny thing about the Death Valley desert, less rain there than anywhere else in the world, but more rainbows, and plenty of folks who spend their lives following them. It's about one such a man that I'm going to tell you tonight, the story of Herb Finney, the rainbow chaser.
That's the original gun sight that the mine was named after?
Yep. I got it from a friend of mine who was a personal friend of the 49er, who dropped it while crossing the Panamints.
Do you really think you could locate the mine?
All I need's a grub stake.
Mister, you've got one. Just tell me what you need in the way of an outfit and
Herb.
Oh, hello, Lucretia.
Morning, Herb. I thought I'd take a look at those new bolts of calico you said had come in.
Meet my wife, Mrs. Finney, what is your name, anyhow?
Charlie Flack. It's a good idea to know your partner's name.
Partner?
I'm grub staking this gentleman, my dear.
Oh, Herb.
Oh, this is a surefire proposition, Creature. Charlie here has seen samples from the mine.
Got a map right here.
He's even got the gun sight.
So it's a lost gun sight mine you're going after.
But don't go spreading that around until I'm out of town.
Especially to gossips like Miss Almy.
Herb, are you dipping into our savings?
Oh, what do they amount to anyhow, Lucretia? Chicken feed. When I think of all the years I've been clerking here in this store, Charlie, and how little I got to show for it.
That money's all we got, Herb. It'd buy shoes for the children and put patent paper in the house, which goodness knows it needs.
Oh, we won't be living in that old shack much longer anyhow. Soon as Charlie here locates the lost gun site for us, I'm moving the whole Finney family into a brand new, beautiful big mansion. Yes, sir, with solid silver knobs on all the doors. How would you like that, my dear?
Herb, I still wish you wouldn't spend our savings.
I ain't. I'm investing them. Trouble with you is, Lucretia, you got no gambling instinct. Come on, Charlie, make out a list for what you need. Sooner you get started, the better.
And we'll have a great big beautiful mansion. Brand new.
With solid silver knobs on all the doors.
Oh, go on. You don't believe me?
No.
I'll show you. Oh, sorry, Miss Almy.
Davy, what are you looking for?
The gun sight. I want to show it to Maury Wilkes. He don't believe it about our getting rich.
Why do you let their father string them along?
What do you mean?
Well, that bindle stiffy grub staked ain't going to find that lost gun sight mine, and you know it.
Miracles have happened.
Huh.
Daydreaming again, huh? Get busy with that broom.
Yes, sir. Yeah. You won't be ordering me around much longer, Mr. Betts.
Huh?
Pretty soon I'll be out handling my own affairs. As owner of the richest mine in Christendom, the lost gun site.
Lost gun sight?
I'm just marking time until my partner returns. And when he does, you know what I'm going to do, Betts? I'm going to walk up to you, shove this broom in your hand, and say, "Partner!"
Partner?
Charlie! Charlie, old partner, did you bring the samples?
No, I didn't.
You mean you didn't find...
Whoever drawed that map was either cloth-eyed or drunk. I didn't even get a smell of oil the whole 60 days.
What do you know? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. sir. Well, better luck next time.
There's not going to be a next time. I'm leaving this right here as a reminder.
But if Mrs. Finney thought her husband had learned a lesson, she was mistaken. His imagination had only been fired. And a few months later, when another prospector came along with a scheme for locating the lost Burrow mine, Herb lent a willing ear and the money. After that, there followed a succession of grubstakes for other lost mines. All of which remained lost.
Really has me quite worried. Something about that word lost that gets Herb every time.
Well, just so long as he don't take it into his head to go off looking for them lost mines himself.
Oh, did you hurt yourself?
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, I've been after Herb for weeks to mend that broken step, but he ain't got around to it.
Good afternoon, Miss Almy. Lucretia.
Well, Herb, what are you doing home so early?
You was fired?
I quit.
Oh, Herb.
Now, don't worry, Lucretia. I got something in mind. Something that'll put us on easy street for the rest of our lives.
What is it?
I'm going out and locate the lost Bifogel mine.
So it's come.
Herb! Herb, you can't go wandering off in the desert and leave me and the children. If you want to grubstake other folks...
No, I'm all through grubstaking other men, Lucretia. The only way to locate a mine is to go out and do it yourself.
What'll happen to me and the children while you're gone? How'll we get along?
You can charge everything at the store. And if old man Betts has any conscience, he'll give you the regular discount, too. After the picayune wages he's paid me.
Maybe it wasn't worth no more.
And so Herb Finney started jauntily off for the end of the rainbow-marked Lost Bifogel mine. And his family settled down to wait.
Bessie,
Yes, Mama?
run to the store and get me some flour. We're all out.
Yes, Mama.
Ask Mr. Betts to put it on the bill.
Yes, Mama.
Oh, Bessie.
Could I have 10 pounds of flour, please?
You say 10?
Or maybe... I guess 5 will be enough.
What do you get so little for? We buy flour by the barrel.
We only need a little. Just enough to bake a cake.
Cake? Whose birthday?
Nobody's. It's for when my father gets home to celebrate.
Celebrate.
Here you are, Bessie. 5 pounds flour. That's 30 cents.
Will you put it on the bill, please?
Charge. All right, Bessie.
That cake will get mighty stale, won't it? Setting for months.
My father'll be home any day now.
How do you know?
Well, we've had a letter.
Oh, no, you ain't. You ain't heard a word from him since he left. My cousin delivers the mail, and he said you ain't had a letter or a card or as much as a scrap.
Bessie! Bessie!
Pa! Oh, Pa! Pa!
Hi, honey.
I said you was coming. You see? Did you find it, Pa?
Find what?
The lost Bifogel mine.
No, it didn't. That fellow Bifogel was crazy. Crazy with the heat. Come on, Lucy.
Herb Finney rested for a while after his return. After all, chasing rainbows takes it out of a man. The feet especially. Then, one Sunday morning, Lucretia came home from church to find him...
Herb!
Well, Miss Finney, I'm off again.
Herb, I was just talking after church with Mr. Betts.
And I've just been talking with an Injun.
He's willing to take you on at the store again, Herb.
Not on your tin type. When I got a chance to locate the lost peg leg mine?
The lost peg leg. So that's it.
That's it. Seems this Injun, Shoshone George, knowed another Injun who was right there when peg leg... Well, ain't you interested?
No.
My gosh, here I'm risking my life to go out and find a fortune for you.
I don't want a fortune. I just want things safe and comfortable.
You call a house like this comfortable?
Well, it would be if you'd spend some time and money fixing it up instead of going off chasing rainbows. Herb, please don't leave. You've got a responsibility, Herb, towards me and the children. Supposing something should happen and you never come back, I'd have nobody to turn to. We got nothing saved, and we owe money right and left.
Well, you just let any and all bills run. I'll settle them later.
I didn't even have a nickel to put in the collection plate this morning, Herb. Could have died of shame.
There's 3 hills of gold in the lost peg leg mine, Lucretia. 3 hills of solid gold.
And so once more, Herb Finney abandoned his family and departed into the desert. The weeks lengthened into months, and the months into a year.
There'll be $2.65.
Just put it on the bill, please.
I'm sorry, Miss Finney, but I'm afraid I'll have to ask you for cash. That account of yours has been running for a long, long time. Ever since September '91. And I just can't give you no more credit.
Herb will settle the whole thing when he comes back, Mr. Betts.
You might as well face the facts, Mrs. Finney. Your husband ain't coming back.
He ain't.
When a man don't communicate with his lawful wife for almost 17 months, it either means he don't want her, or he's dead.
I wish we was all dead like him. Chances are we will be before long.
Fiddlesticks. Just because you've lost your husband is no reason for you and your children to starve. How do you suppose women like me who never had a husband get along? We hustle for ourselves, that's how.
You ain't got children.
Well, naturally.
I have 3.
And every one of them can earn something. And with what you'll be bringing in yourself...
Me?
Certainly, you can go to work.
Doing what?
Ask old man Betts for Herb's job. He needs a good, reliable clerk.
But I've got the house to look after.
I'll do the housework, Ma.
I'll get a job driving a team. I'm good handling horses.
I can pick berries and sell. I know where there's lots of berries growing.
You see, they want to help. And it'll be the making of them. You stop crying now and get yourself fixed up. I'll go put in a word for you with old man Betts.
You're very kind, Miss Almy.
Takes an old maid to settle other folks' problems.
I don't know how to thank you.
Well, I can tell you. Get somebody to mend this step or I'll break my neck on it yet.
And so the family of the late Herb Finney went to work. At the end of the first month under the new regime, Lucretia made a surprising discovery.
Children, we not only made both ends meet, we've got a little money left over. I'm going to put this by. Next month there'll be more. And when there's enough, we'll start getting the house fixed up.
I declare what you've accomplished in the last few years, Lucretia. I wouldn't know the place. I wouldn't know you for the same person either. You're positively pretty.
Oh, now, Miss Almy.
What's more, I ain't the only person who's noticed it. There's at least 2 gentlemen in town who've mentioned it to me lately. And if I don't miss my guess...
I have no intentions of ever marrying again, Miss Almy. Besides, I ain't even positive I'm a widow.
Just like Herb Finney to leave you in doubt. Any other man would have had the consideration to die where there was witnesses. Oh. Ain't that Bill Spencer walking with Bessie?
Yes. He's quite attentive to her.
I wouldn't wonder. She's blossoming into quite a young lady.
Thanks for walking me home. I'll see you tonight. And don't forget to bring your guitar so you can sing those new songs for us.
I'm so thankful we have a nice home where the young folks can gather.
You can feel mighty proud, Lucretia, the way your children are turning out.
I am. Davy's driving the through stage to Bodie now, carrying the mail. I don't know of many boys his age given such responsibility.
Oh, good for Davy.
Here's the mail, Davy.
Dynamite! Surround
He's really bruised and battered up, but he'll be all right.
Oh, thank heavens.
Bravest thing I ever saw. The town won't forget this in a hurry. By thunder, I'm going to see to it that every newspaper in the West gets the story.
A medal. Gee.
And that's not all. The stage company's holding your job and paying you full wages while you're laid up.
Honest?
I couldn't be prouder of you, Davy, if you was my own son.
This is just about the happiest day of our lives.
Hello, Lucretia.
Herb.
Yep, it's me. I was working the grub stake down in the Calicos when I read the news about Davy, so I packed right up and headed back. How is my brave boy?
All right.
My, you kids are grown.
How come you ain't dead?
Oh, howdy, Miss Almy.
Herb, we thought you never wrote.
Wasn't nothing to say.
Oh.
Well, nobody's asking me to sit down, so I'll invite myself. Sit down, Herb. Don't mind if I do. New chair, ain't it?
Yes.
Mighty comfortable. Whole house looks nice. No place like home.
How long will you be staying, Herb?
I've got good news for you, Mrs. Finney. Your husband's all through prospecting. It's a fool's game, and I'm sick of it. I'm home for keeps.
Hello, dear.
Hello, Mother.
We got some new fancy cookies in. I thought maybe you'd like some for the party Saturday night.
Not having any party Saturday night.
But you've already invited your friends.
I've called it off.
Bessie, you and Bill Spencer haven't had a fight, have you? Come to think of it, he hasn't been to the house since your father came.
Oh, Mother. Mother.
I understand, dear. I understand.
So I was just thinking if you could just lend me $1 for some tobacco till your mother gets paid at the store, hmm?
Well, I guess so.
You guess so. Well, you got a wad there to choke a mule.
I just got paid.
How much you earn a month, baby boy?
$60.
You better let me take care of it for you. Give it here.
Nothing doing.
You heard me. I'm the head of this family. Give it here.
No. Ma's the only one who gets any of my money.
Well, you young upstart, you. You're getting too big for your britches. I'll teach you. Give me that whip. I'll thrash you with an inch of your life. Give me that whip. Come back here. What are you grinning at?
You didn't get his money.
So you think that's fun? I'll get some respect out of you boys if I have to beat it into you.
No! Herb!
He sassed me.
You could kill the boy with a whip like that.
Maybe I will next time.
I don't know exactly where I will wind up, Mother, but I'll write you and I'll send you my address.
Davy, I can't bear to have you go.
Here's a little money, Mother. As soon as I land a job, I'll send you some more here at the store. Have Mr. Betts keep it in the safe for you. Well, goodbye, Mother.
He says there are better jobs up north. Teaming.
You know that ain't the reason Davy's left home, Lucretia.
He's old enough.
But Peter ain't, and he'll be the next to go.
Oh, no.
And how much longer are you going to let that good-for-nothing Herb Finney hang around here and ruin everything for you?
What can I do? He's my husband, Miss Almy.
You don't love him, do you?
No. Not anymore.
Then divorce him.
Divorce him? Why, that'd go against everything I've ever been taught. It'd be a sin.
Well, you've got to do something to get rid of him. He's like a blight. Even your house shows it. The paint started peeling again. The flowers have dried up. Failing everything else, you could poison him. But that'd be a great waste of good arsenic.
You bring my tobacco?
What?
Tobacco.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Lucretia, I should think when smoking's one of the few pleasures I have. What made you forget?
I was thinking about a mine I heard about.
Mine? What kind of mine?
A lost mine. The Lost Nugget.
The Lost Nugget? That's down in Mexico.
That's what the Mexican said.
What Mexican?
The one who dropped by the store this morning. To hear him talk, you'd think it was richer than the Peg Leg and Breyfogle and all the rest of them put together.
But you weren't going to tell me anything about it,
Well, it was so far away, and I didn't think you'd be interested now you've given up prospecting for good.
Well, no harm in talking to him. Where is this Mexican?
He got some supplies and headed for Nogales. He had some kind of map. He said he was willing to sell to the right party.
Map?
This mine, he says, was originally located by a Mexican shepherd girl whose flock had strayed away. Isn't that romantic? Herb, where are you going?
Find that Mexican.
Herb. You'll need some money for grub stake.
Thanks.
I hope the rain lets up soon.
It's easing up already. See? The sun's coming out.
So it is. Look, there's a rainbow.
Yeah. rainbow. Well, bye, Creature.
Goodbye, Herb.
And as far as anybody knows, Herb Finney is still walking in the direction of that rainbow.